individually taking being the only senior?
Yeah, well, I think we got a lot of young guys. That's good, you know. We got a lot of good young guys, I mean to say, and that's good for me, you know. And a lot of guys that's hungry. You know, the young guys are all ears. You know, they're looking for that leader to tell them. You know, and I'm that guy to lead them to what they want to be. You know, and I think we had a few guys that played as freshmen. You know, and this is year 2 for them. So I think the game is going to slow down a lot for them. You know, but just the coaches and players like myself, just out there on the field with them, is going to be good for them to just lead them in the right direction. But you know, I think that they're godly gifted, you know, real good talent, you know. So I have no doubt that they're not going to get the job done.
Turnovers were kind of a big platform for Lovie last year, and
yes,
obviously didn't finish with the type of numbers in that area that you guys wanted to. How much has that been a focus this offseason?
Well, I take that right on to me, you know, because I didn't have any interceptions last year, you know, and that was big, you know. So this offseason, you know what I did? I caught a lot of balls, you know. I caught at least 100 balls a day, you know, trying to just work on my hands and trying to work on just taking the ball and getting that mindset in my head, you know. And I think it's going to be contagious, you know, when guys start to take the ball out and rip the ball out and go for the interceptions. You know, it's going to trickle down to other players, you know. So with that, I got to start with myself because I didn't do a good job on that last year. But this year, you'll see more of that from me and the rest of the team.
You know, Lovie talks a lot about this is, you know, being patient and rebuilding, and it's going to take time. But you're a senior.
Right.
How do you approach this season? And how do you know, I'm sure you don't want to go exactly along with that message because you want to win. This is it.
I mean, when Coach say that, you know, I don't think that he's meaning like we have years to waste. You know, it's more of a just right now being patient. You know, just giving a Illini another chance. You know, you got people out here that's probably thinking about not coming to no games, but he's just saying be patient with that. You know, and it's going to trickle down. You know, we got to win game 1 first, and then we win game 2, then win game 3. You know, so. I know he's striving for an undefeated season. You know, I mean, every game you want to win. He's not going into the season like thinking that we're going to lose any games. You know, but you know, he's just saying be patient and just stick with us through everything. You know, and that's something that we want to tell everybody. You know?
What's it like? You guys have had so much turnover through your career. What's it like to just kind of now have a little more consistency year to year and coaches? As
far as the coaches, well, it's great. It's great, you know. Just first off, it's a blessing to have a coach and staff that we have. You know, have a coach like Coach Smith, have a defensive coordinator like Coach Hardy Nickerson. You know, have a position coach like Coach Williams. You know, all those guys are coaches that's coached in the NFL. You know, and I want to play on the next level. So just to hear the things that they say, you know, I try to adapt and try to adopt all the things that they say and take it all in. You know, so. That's big, you know. So and then it's year 2, so I think everybody is bought into what the coaches are preaching. Everybody knows what the coaches want, so it's time to put it all out there on the field.
What differences do you see in the coaches from a year ago, as far as patience and just the overall kind of attitude?
One thing I love about these coaches is they're the same coaches every day. You know, Coach Smith, Coach Nickerson, Coach Williams, he's going to get the same person every day. You know, it's not we lose, now the coaches are mad, or we win, now the coaches are lackadaisical. Every day they bring in the same enthusiasm, man. It's important, it's urgent. You know, every day it's the same. It's the same. It's never changed from day one. You know, he's expected like greatness from him from day one, so it's never changed. You know, it's not really a panic. You know, you see that with a lot of coaches. You know, that you get to losing and coaches start to change, but with our coaching staff, I think that they just win a day, stack the days up. You know, it's just every day it's a repetition.
Yeah, with his background, probably easier for him to be patient because of where he's been.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he knows football. You know, he's been around the game for so long. You know, so it's probably it's just chill. It's a lot of wisdom. You can tell he got a lot of wisdom in the game. You know, the guy that just blows his top, you know, don't have a lot of wisdom, but. I think we got the best coach in the country.
The conference as a whole has become arguably the best conference in all of college football. How do you feel it's improved over the past 5 years in level of competition and coaches and all that kind of stuff?
First, let's start with coaches. You know, with coaches, you know, we got Coach Meyer, you got our coach, of course, Coach Smith. You got Coach Harbaugh. You know, so I mean, like when you get coaches and you get leaders like those guys, you know, it's gonna be some competitive battles. You know, you got coaches that know what they're talking about in the conference. You know, I think we got the best coaches. You know, so you got coaches that's scheming against you. You know, you're getting schemed against Coach Harbaugh. You're getting schemed against Coach Meyer. You know, and the rest of the coaches. You know, so the background of our coaches in the conference is big. It's a big testimony to how the players will play. You know, because they're the leaders. Ultimately.
And you mentioned one of your goals is to play at the next level.
Yes, sir.
When you're playing in the Big Ten, which is one of the prominent conferences, against some elite coaches, how does it help you grow and how does it help you challenge you as a player to get even better?
Well, as a player, you know, you got to bring it week in, week out. You know, last year I faced, it wasn't in the conference, but I faced Trubisky. You know, he went 2nd overall pick. You know, it was a guy I had to face. I faced Corey Davis. He went top 10 receiver. I had to follow him. I follow him for the whole second half. You know, those are guys I have to go against, you know, and I got to bring my game, you know, and they got to bring their game too because I'm a ball player, you know, so, I mean, it's just a competitive nature that you build playing against good guys, great guys, you know, guys that's going to be on the next level, guys that's getting drafted in the first round. So, you know, I've played against many guys that's in the NFL right now that's doing good. So it's just a competitive nature that you got to have and just you got to be ready to bring your A game each week.
You're going to make a lot of changes on that defensive front. Who are a couple guys that we don't know much about that you think by the end of training camp we're going to be talking about?
James Crawford. James Crawford ran a 4.4 40 this year, and he's our starting DN.
What's he up to weight-wise?
I think he's at least 240,
really?
About 240. Yeah, he ran a 4.4. You know, so that just shows you the type of athlete. You know, that's a testimony to how fast he can get around the edge. You know, that speed kills. You know, especially at that position. You know, you seen Carroll Phillips ran a 4.6 at the combine last year, and that was one of his strong points, speed. You know, so I think James Crawford is going to be a guy that has a tremendous year. You know, he's going to take the Big Ten by storm. You know, then you got a guy like Jamal Malines. You know, he's a guy that played a lot. You know, he's young but played some. You know, I think he's going to take that next step. Kenyon Jackson. You know, he's a guy that you got to watch out for because he's a horse. You know, he works hard every day. He brings it, and he has heart and he's tough and all that. All the things that he need, I think he have. You know, so you got a few guys. You know, Sean Adesanya, big guy, strong guy, huge. You know, guy that's lifting out the gym, you know, probably one of our strongest football players. And he ran a 4.6, you know, so I think you gotta, it's a testimony to the things that our strength and conditioning staff, Coach Bose, is doing. But I think athletic-wise, you know, I think we got some players on that D-line that's gonna be great.
Jaylen, without a lot of recent success, what does Coach Smith talk with you guys about in terms of getting the locker room to believe in yourselves?
Well, he really just let us worry about ourselves before we get to worry about other teams. You know, we got to fix ourselves before we fix anybody else. You know, he try to just, you know, just preach that, you know, it's that we can do it. You know, that we will do it. You know, we will win. That's the motto. You know, right. So just knowing that is just building that competitive nature within the team. You know, in the locker room. You know, each and every play. You know. And it's guys that set the tone. You know, each practice I got to bring it. You know, I'm going against Malik Turner. You know, he's a guy that's going to be playing on the next level. You know, so just building that competitive nature and knowing that you're going against good players in practice, it should translate to the field. You know, I feel like Malik is one of the best, if not the best receiver in the conference. You know, I have to go against him every day. You know, so I mean, when I get to the game, I shouldn't think like those guys are that much better. You know, and vice versa. You know, so just building that competitive nature within is the most biggest thing.
Without recent bowl games and that kind of thing to fall back on, is the believing part one of the tougher things, do you think, at this point?
No, I don't think the believing part is tough. You know, it's just about, it starts with the leaders. You know, the guys that's leading the team. You know, guys like as myself. You know, guys like Malik Turner, Chase Crouch. You know, those Kendrick Foster. You know, Mikey Dudak. Guys that's played and did well in the conference. You know, just trickling it down to the younger guys and letting them know that we can and we will be good. You know, but as far as I don't think no one is really like thinking that we can't get to a bowl game. That's not really a goal. Just getting to a bowl game. A goal is for us to win the whole season, like win out. You know, so I mean, if we fall short, then that'll be getting to a bowl game.